iMacs, man. iMacs. Yeah, it's been a while since I've worked on an iMac, I admit, but at least these are the ones that you can actually take apart. Because past 2013, they were made so thin and everything was soldered to the motherboard that working on them is pretty much impossible. But after consulting the owner of this, new RAM, new SSD, complete software update and tune up, and this should be running much smoother. There is one problem though. It's a 2008 model. If this was a 2009 model, I could update this to macOS High Sierra, which is still supported by a lot of macOS software. However, this only goes up to, what, Leopard? El Capitan. This only goes up to El Capitan. So, we have a little issue there when it comes to software compatibility. Now, there is a vast array of options for updating this past El Capitan. The issue with that is it breaks certain things. Now, if I were to use the circumvention workaround to get High Sierra on this machine, it would quite possibly break either Bluetooth or wireless. Maybe even both. Now, there are two fixes for that. Using an external dongle for your wireless, or replacing the wireless receiver with one from a newer Mac, which might not be compatible because this uses an M-SATA port instead of PCIe. So, yeah, there's an issue there. And there's also a fault on some machines where USB 1.1 stops working. And USB 1.1 controls the mouse, the keyboard, the infrared sensor. So, yeah, thank you Apple, for designing your software specifically and purposefully to only work on certain machines. Because that means that people who still try and use these machines, 17 years after they came out, are kind of left in the dirt, left in the dust, left behind. But yeah, it's a 17-year-old iMac. There's not much you can do to keep it running other than just kind of living with the downsides of using a 17-year-old iMac. As I said, if this was the 2009 model, that would be fine. If this was the 2011 model, that would be much better because it would be substantially faster. But that's not in the budget of the person who is the owner of this. So SSD, RAM, and tune-up, that's all I can do. So give it my best shot, film the entire thing, post a video when I'm done. Stay tuned. Also, yeah, I'm sweating buckets. It is 27 degrees in my flat because I've just cooked and there is no airflow in here.